You're listening to Learn English with Nick. Simple, clear, everyday English. Let's go.
Today, I want to talk about something that every one of us does, every single day, no matter where we live or what language we speak. We all eat. And for many people, eating is not only about food, it's also about family, culture, memories, comfort, and the simple moments that make a day feel normal. So, in this episode, I want to talk about cooking and eating habits and what they say about a person's life. I am not a chef, I am not a nutritionist, and I'm definitely not someone who cooks beautiful restaurant-style food. But I do know what it feels like to open the fridge, stare at the shelves, and wonder, so, what am I eating today? I think we all have that moment sometimes. In my life, cooking has always been connected to mood. If I have energy, I like cooking. If I feel lazy or tired, I just want something quick, something simple, something that doesn't make me wash 10 plates after. I think many people understand this feeling. Some days you want a big meal. Other days you just want bread, butter, and peace. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think our eating habits say a lot about how we are doing mentally and emotionally. For example, when I am stressed, I want warm food, something with rice or soup or pasta, something that feels stable. When I'm happy, I usually go for something fresh, like fruit or a simple salad. And when I'm lazy, well, I just want whatever is fast. I always find it interesting how different families eat. In some homes, people cook big meals every day, and everybody sits together at the table at the same time. They talk about their day, they pass the plates around, and they eat slowly. In other homes, everyone eats separately. One person eats early, someone else eats late, and another person just grabs something and walks out. There isn't one right way, it's just different styles. Some people grow up with a mother or grandmother who cooks traditional dishes, the same recipes passed down through generations. Other people grow up with sandwiches, cereal, or takeout food. And somehow, all of these experiences shape the way we understand food as adults. I have a friend who loves cooking. For him, cooking is like meditation. He cuts vegetables very slowly, like it's an art. He seasons the food with care, and he smells everything before he uses it, like he is doing a science experiment. He can spend 2 hours making one meal, and he is happy the entire time. I also have a friend who hates cooking. For her, it feels like a stressful chore. She doesn't like the mess, she doesn't like waiting, and she definitely doesn't like washing dishes. She always orders food from apps, or she eats simple things like eggs or noodles. And honestly, both of them are fine. Cooking is not a competition, it's just a part of life. Something I love is learning about how people from different countries eat breakfast. It's funny how we all start the day in different ways. Some cultures eat big, heavy breakfasts with bread, eggs, beans, meats, and cheese. Other cultures eat very light breakfasts, maybe just tea and a piece of fruit. Some people need coffee the moment they open their eyes. Others drink water, juice, or nothing at all. For me, breakfast depends on the day. Sometimes I want something hot. Sometimes I skip it. And sometimes I just want coffee and silence for 10 minutes before talking to anyone. I also want to talk about the experience of cooking for yourself versus cooking for other people. When you cook for yourself, you make something simple. But when you cook for someone you care about, you suddenly care more about the presentation. You want the food to look good, to taste good, to feel warm. You want the other person to feel happy, or welcome, or loved. Food is a kind of communication. It says, I thought about you. It says, I want you to feel good. Even something simple, like making tea for someone, is a small act of care. Something else that changes a lot over time is when we eat. When I was younger, I never paid attention to the time. I ate late, I ate early, I ate whenever I felt hungry. Now, life has more structure. I like eating around the same time every day. It makes my body feel stable. It gives a rhythm to the day. I also pay more attention to how food makes me feel. Some foods make me tired, some give me energy, some make me feel relaxed. And it's interesting how your body learns what it likes. Even grocery shopping is an adventure. Some people go to the supermarket with a list. They know exactly what they want. They walk in, they find it, and they leave. Others take their time. They walk slowly through all the aisles. They look at new products. They compare prices, and they imagine new meals. I'm somewhere in the middle. I like having a list, but I also enjoy discovering something new, like a snack I've never tried before, or a spice that makes me curious. I think food makes life more colorful because every ingredient has a story. When I travel, food becomes even more interesting. I like trying dishes from different cultures because I feel like each one teaches me something about the people who live there. Some cultures use a lot of spices, some use very few. Some cook everything fresh every day. Some cook big batches and eat them over several days. Some cultures eat with their hands. Some use chopsticks. Some use knives and forks. None of these methods are wrong. They are just different ways of connecting with food. To me, the most beautiful thing about cooking and eating is that it brings people together. People talk more when there is food on the table. People relax. People laugh. People share stories. Sometimes the conversation is deep. Sometimes it's simple. But it's always human. Food is one of the universal languages of life. You don't need perfect grammar to enjoy a meal with someone. You don't need big vocabulary words. You just need appetite, curiosity, and maybe a little patience. So, the next time you cook or eat something, pay attention to the moment. Notice the smell, the taste, the feeling. Notice how your body reacts. Notice the memories that come to your mind. Sometimes the simplest meals are the ones that stay with us forever. And sometimes a simple dish made with love can say more than 1,000 words.